Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Before we start, a humble reminder to our dear participants, please mute your audio unless you are asked to unmute to avoid any distractions. If you have any queries related to the meeting, please type them in the chat box. And after the talk by the resource person, there will be deliberation time. At that time, you can clarify your queries. This webinar is being recorded, and it will be uploaded in our MTTC Nalanchara official YouTube channel, and you will be given an e-certificate after the program. After the last section, we will share the link of our feedback form at the end. Please, we will share it at the end, and at that time you can fill in the feedback form. Only the persons who fill the feedback form will receive the e-certificate, and you will receive it by within 1 week or 2 week in your email, which you will provide in the feedback form. So I humbly request everyone to kindly follow the instructions for the smooth conduct of the meeting. Thank you so much. Now, may I welcome Ms. Lakshmi Nanthana, Vimukti Club member, for the welcome speech. Please, ma'am.
Good evening, all. Suicide does not end the chance of life getting worse. It ends the possibility of life ever getting better. And as we remind ourselves, life is a precious gift, never to be thrown away, but to be lived with a courage and hope. With this thought, I warmly welcome you all to the national webinar on the Steps to Hope training for Suicide Safety Plan Preparation, organized by Mar Theophilus Training College, IQAC, in collaboration with NSS and Vimukti Club under the Jeevani Government Project for Student Mental Health and Well-being. It is indeed my privilege to introduce and welcome our guest of honor, Ms. Gayatri Nair VB. She is a psychologist, trainer and counselor, presently working with Mariavanas College and Mar Theophilus Training College under the Jeevani project. She completed her UG from SN College, Chemparindi, and her PG from the University of Madras, specializing in human resource developmental psychology. She was awarded the 5th rank for MSc and has served as an assistant professor in various colleges, student counselor at incubation, and freelance HR management consultant. We are truly honored to have such an inspiring personality and expect resource person with us today. And once again, with great respect and joy, I warmly welcome our guest of honor, who will be lead through this important and meaningful session. With equal warmth, I extend my heartfelt welcome to our beloved principal, Dr. Jojo John sir, who are the guidance, encouragement, strength in every initiative we take. I also extend a warm welcome to all our teachers of MTTC and from other colleges and BA trainees whose presence adds meaningful to this program. Let us together embrace this opportunity to spread an hope and positivity. Thank you.
Thank you, Lakshmi ma'am. Now, let me welcome our principal, Dr. Jojo Jones, sir, for the introductory speech. Please, sir.
Hi, friends. Really delighted to interact with each one of you on this very significant topic. Let me tell you some important insights, share some of the important insights. So, take the case of an egg. Now, if we break it from outside, that's the end of the life of a chick. And if the egg breaks from within, that's the beginning of a beautiful, cute, exceptional life. Actually, what we need is our inner inspiration to break the shells, and we need the beautiful wings to fly to different corners of the world, to learn from everyone and lead a free, happy, and virtuous life. It's really important that each one is unique and exceptional. Let me narrate the story of a clerk in a petrol pump. Now, he was a clerk in a petrol pump and he focused on his job. As he was doing everything in his capacity, he tried to understand the petrochemical business, and he studied everything: how to run a petrol pump, what's the story of the crude oil mining, everything, and refining everything. Now, in the second part of his life, he started a refinery. He started some textile shops, and I'm telling you the story of none other than Dhirubhai Ambani. And now, from a humble beginning, he could he could develop the biggest business of India, Reliance. A great, phenomenal story. That's a story of every one of us. Each one of us. We have got around 106 participants here. Now, each one of us is unique. There is a great businessman, a great teacher, an outstanding life skill trainer in each one of us. Shall we bring out that real gem of a person? And it's our mission. Our life is our canvas, and we are the captains of our future. We are the captains of our ship. And today we are going to brood over an exceptional topic: how to prevent suicide. I feel there is no other topic as important and pregnant as this one. Such an outstanding topic. And I would like to welcome all of you to this program on behalf of IQAC Marthapulas Training College, Vimukti Marthapulas Training College, and NSSF Marthapulas Training College, and we are collaborating with Jeevani, Government of Kerala. And I'm really delighted to say that this meeting becomes really auspicious because of the presence of Gayatri, a very vibrant young trainer and psychologist. She's really passionate about what she is doing, and she's giving commendable service in Trivandrum and helping youngsters bring out the best in them. And we have got an exceptional resource person for the day, Gayatri, and she would be enlightening us on different aspects of this important topic. I would like to welcome Gayatri as well. Now, dear friends, we have got esteemed professors from different parts of India and outstanding teachers and public, laity, everyone. So I'm really delighted, and I would like to seek your help also. If you share the link and the poster, maybe you may prevent a suicide. If you share the link and the poster now, maybe you may prevent a suicide. Do you know why? Because when a person is perplexed and when a person is in stress and strain, and now there are two possibilities: either that particular person can jump into life, or that particular person can jump into death. Now, what happens when there is a great friend, a teacher, when there's a beautiful song, when there's a beautiful film, that person or a movie, a song can push a person towards life. And it's our mission. Now, I'm really delighted to tell that in our life's journey of 70, 80 years, if we prevent at least one suicide, that's really phenomenal. That's a great achievement. It's better than winning Nobel Prize. That's what I feel. And I'm really delighted to welcome all of you to this program. Thank you very much for your presence. 118 participants here. We many more can come and benefit from this, and people who are participating will be getting the e-certificate of the national conference as well. Really delighted to have all of you. Thank you very much, students and research scholars, for taking over and doing the program in a meticulous fashion. Really proud of Team MGTC. Thank you very much. Over to you, Sanila. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. You may encounter many defects, but you must not be defeated. Maya Angelou's words are these. Let me, with great gratitude, welcome Srimati Gayatri Nair VS, psychologist Jeevani, to share her knowledge on this topic. The platform is yours, ma'am. Please. Thank you.
So, first of all, hi all, and thank you, Juju sir, Lakshmi Nantana, and the ma'am, I just forgot her name, for
Sanila,
the,
ma'am.
I
Sanila.
think, Yeah,
Thank you.
Sanla ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah, Sanla ma'am for her valuable words on me. So, hi crowd. Like today we are here to have a just a it's not just a training program for suicide prevention, but also to discuss some stuffs on suicide as uh, as I want to start by stating a fact that our small Kerala is in the fourth position on suicide rates among Indian states. Have you aware of this? Is have anyone heard about this thing, this fact, or the statistical thing? Hopefully, no. In that too, uh, the southern the southern part of Kerala, as Trivandrum, Kollam, Pathanamthitta, Alappuzha, has reported high cases on suicide. But unfortunately, we all we all are like unaware of this fact as like we are busy with other stuff. Yeah, Kerala is having 100% literacy, but we are busy with other stuff and all. So we are like we have ignored this fact, but this is the most dangerous fact we are having. In between, I would like to hear from you that is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am. It's visible.
Perfect, but it is not full screen. Can you give it full screen,
Okay, okay,
ma'am?
okay.
Please.
Yeah,
Yeah, perfect.
sir,
Perfect
is
now.
it okay? Okay.
Perfect. Perfect.
So, here in this evening, we have gathered here to have a discussion on the suicide rates of Kerala and the strategies we can adopt for preventing the suicide rates in our surroundings. Okay. So, also, I have also planned for having a small discussion on self-harm, which is very similar to suicide, but have some difference among but have some difference from suicide. Okay. So speaking about so this is our agenda for the day. We will be having a small discussion on differentiating between self-harm and suicide, as I said earlier. And also, we are like we have a plan to debunk the myths and facts of suicide. Okay. And also, we will be, this is the important part, finally, and this is the important part of the session. Like, we will be having a demonstration on safety plan against suicide. Like, we can adopt this plan in our daily life so that we can have a clarity on our thoughts and we will be having an idea of our strength, weakness, and the triggers. Actually, this plan is, I think, this was introduced by the listening community of Kerala and I have gone through it and I felt like it is some catchy stuff in this and I thought it will be like helpful for the one who are in needs like not only for the one who are in needs but also to someone uh, okay. Okay, I think that is regarding the certificate purpose. I have seen something in the chat box, but I think that is related to the certificate purpose. So, yeah, we were saying about the safety plans. Like these safety plans are related, which can be used. The safety plans that can be used to not only for the person who are like planning or like who are like thinking about suicide, but it can be useful to everyone in this world so that they will be they can identify their strengths and weakness. Okay. Moving to our first session, what is the difference between suicide and self-harm? Suicide and self-harm, as you all know, the intent of a suicide, a person who is planning to do suicide will obviously is to take their life, and they used to do so for getting escape from the challenges or the difficulties they are facing in this world. So they are like planning, like they want to escape from the hazards of this world, so that they are taking their life. Okay, that is suicide. That thing we all know. But when it comes to self harm is a kind of coping strategy, but I would call it as a negative coping strategy. It is for like venting of their anger or pain or their insults or anything or any overwhelming emotional things and all, they want to vent it off. So that they are using self-harm as a coping technique. Self-harm means like, as you all know, they will be like making injuries or like beating up them or something. They will be harming their body, but they don't have any intention to take their life or to end their life. But on the other hand, if, when it is on suicide, they will be like more into taking their life, and they will be like they would be thinking about what to do, what to say. They would be thinking about uh, means to get died from this uh, world, or less means to get eliminated from this world. They don't want to leave. But on the other hand, self-harm is something like they don't want to die or they don't want to get eliminated from this world, but instead they will be like trying to harm their self, like making deep wounds in their body, or like getting insulted. They love to get insulted from others, or like uh, they love embarrassment. They used to love that all thing. And when coming to their mental state, a person with suicidal ideation would have a mental state, would have a hopelessness, and they don't believe that they are valued. They won't identify their worth. Instead, they used to say like, "I am worthless. I am like a piece of shit in this world. I don't belong to any part of this world. I don't have any relation. I don't have any person to get into this." So, like, they will be having a belief that death is the only solution for their problem. They can't. Their problems are they used to believe that their problems are unresolved. Only their death can resolve the problem. They used to think like that, and they won't have a hope on the future, their future life or their future endeavors and all. They don't have any hope on that. On the other hand, a person with self-harming ideation won't have a feeling of like they 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 still have hope on their stuff, but excuse me. Okay, they still have hope on their life, and they still have what to say. They still have a rays of hope in their life, and they do so. Like, they do self-harming acts only because I think someone's mic is unmuted. Can you please mute it? Okay. So, okay. A person with self-harm will be like, they will be like, they have hope, but they do self-harm only because as a warning sign of suicide, which is, they are like, they have a suicidal ideation, but before that, they used to do self-harm to uh, to notify others that like they are in a problem. They use that as a warning sign. And also, when it comes to lethality, suicide, as you all know, is highly dangerous and is having high lethality. Lethality means something that can cause challenge to one life, or like that can be dangerous to one's life. On the other hand, um self-harm is having a low potential cause of lethality. Like, a person who is doing self-harm won't uh, end up their life, but they do so as a warning sign of their problem. They do so as a warning sign as they are like done with their problem. Okay, these are the reasons of self-harm. Like, they are like why they are doing self-harming behavior. Like, the self-harming behavior is something that is also to be addressed so seriously as like suicidal thoughts and suicidal ideations. So these are the reasons for self-harm, as like they want to escape from their issues or anguish, and showing deception to others. Like, they are like indicate, they are like notifying others that like I am in a problem, please do come and help me, and revealing their tensions, and also trying to make others people so feel so guilty. What is their like, it's like they are like aiming to make others guilty for not treating this person so well. Like they want others to know that like you have done something to me that is so hurtful to me, and you need to say sorry to me. They're like trying to communicate their pain with others by paining themselves. That is a really red sign for a person, for a healthy person. So we need to stay so focused, like or else we need to stay so attentive to these kind of persons out there. And also escaping from their situation. Maybe they may be in a tensionful. Some people may be in a tensionful situation, and it's not some people. In fact, we all are in a tensionful situation. So we need to address that in our life. It is we are all supposed to attend like tensionful situation, but there are certain people who are not that much open to tensionful situations. So uh, they literally they used to do self-harming behavior to get escalated from their problems. Also, they need to change others' behavior. Like some people, as I said earlier, they want to change others' behavior, as in like they want the way others treating them. They want to change the way others treating them. Like they want, might be they may be seeking for some respect, but they are not getting respect as they are like imagined, so that they are like seeking for getting changing their behavior. Like they want to change that behavior out there, so that they are doing self-harming behavior and seeking attention or help. Majority, as I said earlier during introduction of self-harming and suicide, I have said that people doing self harm is majority as a pre-indicator of suicide. So they are like seeking attention. They are like calling for attention, as like, please come and help me. I am in a need. I need your support. This self-harming behavior might be a attention-seeking behavior prior to suicide. So all, because of all these reasons, we need to address self-harm very uh, importantly and clearly. So we are like, we are having some confusions regarding how a self-harming person will be, or what signs they are giving to us. These are the signs they are giving to us. It is like we can identify a person having self-harming behavior through these signs, like like unexpected injuries, or uh, scars in their body, like which is not so normal. Like they might be having scars in their body parts, like visible body parts, like hand, leg, or face, even the neck. These are made very primary signs of self-harming behavior. Like they used to have unexplained injuries. It's not like a small injury, but it might be a deep injury, as in like they have no explanation for that. I have experienced, I'm sharing my personal experience here. Like I had seen wound in my friend's arm, as in like it is not explained. Like she has no reason for why how it happened or why it happened. That is a kind of self-harming behavior which need a professional help immediately. And also their dressing pattern may be also different. Uh, as in like they used to wear a full sleeve dress on a summery day, or in summertime they used to wear a full sleeve dress, which is having some uh, uncertainty during that time. Like we used to express a short sleeve dress on summer days now, by because of a sunny why because of the hot and the sunny side out there, we used to expect a less sleeved clothes. Instead, they used to wear hoodies and high sleeved clothes. These all are like a abnormal thing. It's not a normal thing out there. It's not abnormal, but it's not a normal thing out there. So these all things are like the indicators of suicide. And when it comes to their behavioral side, they used to seem so gloomy, and they have low functioning at their works, and they have more complications in their relationship. They used to portray their silly problems into high problems. They used to appear less productive, and they would be having a low self-esteem. Low self-esteem means they don't believe in their own capabilities, or they don't have a good opinion on their own. They always feel like inferior, or like they always have low hope or low worth on themselves. So these are the signs of self-harming behavior. Okay. And also, this is a guideline for gatekeepers of family, or friends, or supporters who are trying to prevent suicide. Like, if you are encountering a situation where, okay, if you are encountering a situation where, um, like, your dear one or a close one is in the phase of doing suicide, you can follow these steps as an immediate measurement. Like, don't leave the person in an active crisis. If a person is coming to you and saying like, I'm feeling like ending my life, don't leave that person as such. Okay. Okay. Is it fine now? I think someone is unmuted. Can you please mute, or else are you having any queries or something?
Carry on, carry on. I will unmute. Carry on, please.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So these are the guidelines for someone who is these are the guidelines for someone uh, to deal with a person having suicidal ideation. Like, if your friend or family member or someone from your workplace is coming to you and saying like, oh ma'am, I'm having some suicidal thoughts and I'm like planning to end my life as soon. So these are the things you can do as an immediate precautions. Like, don't leave that person as such. Like, you can offer them a company for at least you can offer them a company. And if it is outside your hand, don't hesitate to contact a professional support, like okay, don't hesitate to contact a professional support, like psychologist, or else government has provided help centers. So these are like some of the professional support we can offer. So so that is the thing, and also we can reassure them that these thoughts are temporary, and it can be treatable. Like, no suicidal thoughts are permanent, and it is a spontaneous one. After that situation, we will be like moving from that, and we won't carry that so long. And yes, and this is our second segment, as in like we are discussing some myths that exist in our society, and we are like debunking it with the fact regarding the same. So this is the first myth. People who talk about suicide are looking for attention. Uh, from the participant, may I know, like, is anybody believe in this myth? Have you heard about this thing? Yeah, no.
Many people
But
try. Many people believe like that. That's a myth, Gayatri.
yeah, yeah,
It's really
sir,
true.
exactly it is. Exactly it is, sir. Many people are thinking like suicide is just for an attention-seeking process, but in fact it is no. Like, many people used to ignore this conversation when by thinking about it. But actually, it is a cry for help, or it is like a chance, like expressing their thought, and it is like a measure to seek help. But usually, many people, yeah, sir, exactly, it is a cry for help. But many people uh, is not recognized with this fact, and they used to uh, ignore their thoughts. Like it's only for you. It's not like that. It's only your thought. And by saying these phrases, they used to ignore the idea, their thoughts, and like they used to, what to say, they used to uh, make a joke on it. They used to at times they used to humiliate that person by making jokes on it and discussing it in another situation and all. So they are like, it's just like a closed gate. So it is not the thing as like it is. Okay, okay, I think something is happening in the chat box. Yeah, yeah, Suma, that is something we want to discuss later, but I'm coming to that point. But talking about suicide is actually a cry for help, and it is a measure to seek help. And here come the okay. Here come the next myth. It is once a person is suicidal, they will be always suicidal. No, actually, it is obviously not. Suicidal thoughts are actually temporary, and they can be treated through professional help. We have eye help. We have a listening community there in Kerala. We have many n number of psychologists out there in Kerala. I think in this meeting, or in this meeting, there is also some psychologists out there, or we have some suicide prevention trained individuals out there. So we can seek help so easily. So here comes the next myth, which was discussed in the chat box. I think, um, okay, yeah. Talking about suicide will put the idea in someone's head. It's like if you are talking about suicide, it is like giving someone an idea that you can do suicide. No, in fact, oh, there is a need for having much discussions on suicides. I think as Kerala is in the highest suicidal rate, there is very low discussions about suicide. So it might be because of this fact that talking about suicide may give an idea on a person. You can cope in this way. Like it is like giving an idea. They might think like they used to think like we can give an idea for doing. We can do suicide if we are in problem. No, it's not like that. By having an open-ended discussion on suicide, we can have a much clarity on the reasons of suicide, and we can have a clear-cut prevention strategies for suicide, which is actually helpful. But unfortunately, in our society, it is not that much happening. So the next myth is suicide happens without warning. Absolutely no. Every person who commits suicide will show warning signs. But due to our busy schedules or due to our ignorance, we used to ignore those. If you have a idea, if you have someone who had uh, if you know someone who had committed suicide, just have a rewind on what they did on their last phase. They might be giving some signs like they would be having reduced talk, or even if they talk, they will talk like a hopeless manner, and they used to withdraw from many social situations, and they used to have a habit of getting uh, alcohol or drugs or other addictive substance. Like they used to escape from all their problems in the physical world, maybe work or family. they used to spend their lot of time alone. They will be like alone. They are reluctant to get help and all. Also, these are the myths I have gone through when I was having a survey on why the discussions on suicide is not happening. So this is a thought which I get as a result. It's not about fixing their problems, or it's not about taking up their problems, but it's about just being with them. The greatest thing you can do to prevent your favorite person from suicide is that nothing. Just be with them. Just be with them, not judgmentally. Just be with them compassionately. Then you can prevent many suicides. Mostly they are mostly your favorite ones. You can prevent the suicidal thoughts and the suicidal actions of your favorite ones. Only being with them, only giving some close attention to them, which we used to fail. That Okay, which we usually fail, and this is something that we want to uh, get improved in our life. Okay, so this is the important plan of our session, and I think this is a safety plan which I get it from listening community of Kerala, and these are simple 6 steps which we can do as a prevention method of suicide. Okay, before going to this, I just want to inform you that uh, this safety plan is not applicable in every situation. This is applicable for a this is applicable for only a normal person or a person who is at the beginning stage of suicidal ideations. If the person has gone beyond that, or else if it is the case is in high risk or in an extreme suicidal thought case, we can't we can't handle that person using this plan. Instead, we need to contact the professional numbers immediately and to take actions. If we are living in a normal section, or if we are in a beginning stage of suicidal thoughts only, we can go for this plan. Or else it is important to take a professional help. I will give some professional numbers at the end of the section. In between that, these are the 6 steps we are going to discuss at this time. So the first step is that we want to identify the triggers and stressors which make us in an emotionally risky situation. It's like what thoughts or feelings or situations usually trigger suicidal urges. You you can follow these 6 steps in your life to identify yourself also. Like you can literally think about what is the thought that make you to end your life, or else what kind of problems uh, would trigger you to suicide, like extreme hopelessness. What kind of situation will put you in an extreme hopelessness, isolation, or relationship issues? These are like examples, but you can also think in your side. I'm not a person to think from your side. You can think in your own way, like what kind of thoughts or feelings or situation will trigger you into the suicidal urge. And the second step is that after identifying your thoughts, you can analyze the warning signs you would show, like the thoughts or feelings or behavior that a person can recognize as the first indicator that a crisis is developing. You're feeling helpless, or like you're like planning to end your life. Uh, you would show initial mild signs. Now you can identify that, like it might be differ from person to person. The signs I would show will be entirely different from the signs which which Jojo sir would show, or else it would differ from the sign which Anita shows or Sankita show. Every person would have a different kind of styles and signs they used to show when they have a crisis or ideation. It's like the emotional thing they used to do. Okay, and The third sign is like internal coping strategies. Internal coping strategy is something that is happening within ourselves. Like what are strategies we are using to what are strategies we use to show by ourselves, like the breathing problems, or if we are having some emotional distress or something, what kind of strategies we would show as like the breathing techniques, or like journaling, or listening or watching to a movie or music, or like having some humor scenes or what, or following a hobby, etc., will come under this category as like our internal coping strategies. These coping strategies are like the steps we are doing when we okay, these are the steps we used to do when we encounter a problem. So this is the whole step, as in like people or social distraction and positive activities. It's like who or what. It's like from this point onwards, we are including other people to our plan. Like these are like emergency, or like it's calling our friend, playing with a pet, or going for a walk, engaging in a hobby and all. It's like we are including other people to our plan. If we are like feeling so down, we used to call our friend and speak, or else we used to have a pet and we used to play with them, or like we used to engage with them, or we used to interact with our neighbors, we used to interact with our uh, co-workers and all. These all strategies are coping strategies, which we include other people to our circle. So from this point onwards, we are including other people to our plan also. In the first three stages, it's only inside us. We have identified our trigger or a problem. We have identified its okay. We have identified its uh, importance, or like we have identified its importance, and third stage, we have identified the coping strategies. We have identified what factors trigger to us and how hard the crisis is. And in the third stage, we have identified how to cope with them internally without including others. And in the fourth stage, we are like including others. We are like including the other people. That might be a friend, that might be a pet, that might be a neighbor or a co-worker or someone we know. We are including other people to this plan. And in the fifth section, we will be seeking a person for support. We can seek a person for support, but the support person should have some quality. That person should be non-judgmental, and that person should be likely to be available. If that person is judgmental, they used to judge your thought and they used to simplify your thought. At the meantime, if that person is a kind of non-judgmental person, they used to hear you out and they used to lead you to your solution. And also your solution, I said like they used to lead you to your solution, which means like the solution is in your hand only. Another person can't always clear your solution. The solution can be only meant from your side only. And also, the person should be likely to be available. The person should be mentally, emotionally, and physically available to you. If you are choosing a busy person, they won't give importance to your thought or your side. They will be busy with their stuff, and they will be okay. They will be busy with their stuff, and they used to have a poor attention to to your problem, which will double the effect of your problem, which won't cause you to the solution. And the sixth step is like making your environment safe. Like if you have high suicidal ideation, or like if you have high suicidal temptations, you can build your own safe environment, like giving 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 up all the dangerous things out of your arms, and looking up for medications, looking up for medications, and like avoiding drug or alcohol usage, so that your mind won't be that much triggered to suicidal thoughts. So these are the 6 steps we can use to reduce suicidal ideation. As in, like I said, first we want to identify the triggers. Second, we want to identify the intensity of the problem. And third, we want to identify the internal coping strategies, what we can do. And the fourth side, we are like looking for others, what others can do. We are like involving others to our problem, so that we can identify like what is our problem, what others can do, what a friend can do, or what a neighbor can do, or what even a pet can do, or a coworker can do, or a professional help seeker can do. We are like identifying others problem. And in the fifth stage, we are like, it is the fifth step, we are like using like, we are listing the support persons, like support person like our friend, family, or even the professional psychologist we are seeing, we are consulting, or anything, any means as we can do for other person, like, and that person should be importantly non-judgmental and likely to be available to our needs. So in the fifth step, we are like making the environment safe, just like making our environment safe from all the uh, harmful thoughts we have, like avoiding it's for example, it's like avoiding drugs and alcohol, avoiding harmful weapons or knife or ropes from our uh, immediate surrounding, or like looking up for a person who's so trusted, or else like being with someone who is having a healthy, who can give a healthy impact to us. These are the steps we can do as a preventive measure for suicide. And as throughout the session, I have mentioned that emergency plan, or like emergency contacts, or like help seekers. These are the emergency contacts we all need to keep. And the first one is Telemanas, which is a tele free number, and it is 24 into 7 available. And the second one is iCall, and the third one given here is the contact number of listening community. So the participant, please note these 3 numbers. These are very 3 important numbers we can do if we are having suicidal thoughts, or if we feel like helpless, hopeless, we can contact these numbers. And importantly, stay with someone until until the help is arriving, or else like you can be with someone, you can be with your friend, neighbor, family, anyone, until some kind of help is getting to you. So this is an activity I have planned for you. Please note this, like the one thing that is most important to me and worth living for is dash 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 dash. You can note any 4 points from your life that mean you to that give worth for your life. What you consider as worth for living. So so I think yeah, as like Dojusa said, loud and being loud, yes. Doing programs like this, traveling, yes, yes, yes. Movies like home, yeah. My love for my family and friends, yes. reading books, relative, friends, prayer, being with family, talking Tamil. Okay. I think, Nini, have you mentioned like talking Tamil now or or else talking to family, uh, attending prayer meetings? Yes, Divya. Playing video games? Yes, Sangeeta. Love yourself. Doing something noble for the society? Yes, of course, yes, sir. Exploring the world. There is much to see. Engaged. Do exercise, traveling, clinging to God, yes. Try to keep good relationship, having a happy family, sharing with our dear ones, being creative, cooking, traveling, listening to music, self-love, and always grateful to God for all blessing, time with friends, watching movies, to reach my dream life that you have always dreamed of. Of course, that's a great thing. Uh, Movies, physical exercise, family and relationship, explore creative thinking, be good and helpful for others. Yes, Duja, playing, watching movies, dancing, visiting holidays, homes and spending time. Yeah, Divya, that is a great thing out there. Exploring environment, compassion towards everyone and everything and everyone. Good for nothing thought make to do suicide at that time. Anything won't come to your mind. Yeah, Suma. In fact, during that time, we used to have, we will feel like we are good for nothing. But in normal times, without having that thoughts, uh, like we used to have that good for nothing thoughts only in the extreme cases only. If the case is so mild or severe, we would have rechanneled that thoughts by using these kind of things. Like we could think about how worth I am or like something and all. So that's it. In the chat box, we can see a n number of reasons for being as a worth for living. So still the things happen. It's only due to our neglects and all. So the thing is, we want to have a what to say by conclude before concluding my words, I want to say like n number of cases of suicide happens only due to our neglects. So before committing suicide, just think about we have certain other hopes. As Suma said, when we are highly on suicidal thought, we won't be thinking about these all things won't come to our mind. If the case is so high, we can't do anything unless seeking professional help. If the case is mild, okay,
Excuse me, Gayatri. Can you keep the video open, Gayatri? Dear friends, some
hello,
technical.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Welcome
yeah,
back,
sir, I'm back.
Gayatri.
Okay, sir. So, like I think I was answering for Deepika's question. At which stage we need to seek help of psychiatrist? In fact, before seeking a help of psychiatrist, we should consult a psychologist instead. At which stage, like when coming to exactly to your question, at which stage we need to seek a help? It's a stage where you feel like your thoughts are not in your control. As we all know, doing suicide is something rubbish, is something like not a good behavior at all. And you, at times, you used to feel like it's not in your hand. You can control your thoughts. You are not able to control your thoughts. Then you can seek a professional help. The numbers which I have shared, is the scene visible to you? Yeah, Suma, family problems can lead to suicide, but suicide is not the only solution for that. It's like we have multiple choices to avoid it. Any problem in our life is not is always having a solution. It's not an unresolved problem. We don't have such unresolved cases in our life. It's what we only need is just some time and just some patience. Yeah, in the cases of suicide, we are not like have not we are not having that much patience in our lives. We are not showing that much patience. That is the reason why this cases of suicides happen. So, is the screen visible for everyone?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Yes, yeah, emergency.
Okay. Yeah, okay, sir. Okay. Yeah. These are, once again, I'm remembering you that these three are the emergency contacts we all need to be saved in our contact list so that we could seek out so easily. These are only meant for counseling, these are only meant for this purpose only for like uh, for using these contacts are only mentioned for a counseling purpose only, so that these three numbers will be always available for your needs. By saying this, I am concluding my words. Thank you. Okay. Is there any doubt to clear?
Thank you, Gayatri, for that brilliant talk. It was
Okay.
really
Thank you,
outstanding.
sir.
You can stop sharing. Please stop sharing now.
Okay, sir.
So
So,
may I
friends, if
continue,
you
sir?
have got some queries, yeah, Sanla, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Gayatri ma'am, for such a great and wonderful section. It was very much useful for us as it is very much the need of the hour. Thank you so much. Now it's the deliberation time. Dear participants, please share your opinions and views and also clarify your doubts regarding this topic. The platform is open for everyone. Thank you.
Any query in the chat?
Suma ma'am is saying that self-harming gives a pleasure to them by hurting their body, that is to forget their emotional feelings. Gayatri ma'am?
Yeah, exactly. Just it was like I think I have mentioned that in the introductory section also. Self-harm is an act like they are doing only for getting pleasure, and also they are like doing so as a pre-indicator of suicidal act. Also, like I was like going through this. Yeah, of course, AJK. All problems, not all problems need to be solved. Um, Excuse me. Okay. You can save yourself from stress and suicidal thoughts by doing self-care instead of overthinking. Yeah, in fact, that is a good coping strategies out there. Like, in fact, I just want to say something that, in fact, that is also a misunderstanding about counseling and open sharing. This, this is some, this is a major misunderstanding that is regarding the counseling and like open sharing forums. Like all of your problems are something that can be, you are the only one who can solve your problem. No one, no the other person or second party can solve your problem. Only a counselor, only a clinic, only a professional person can direct you or else, lead you to the solution. They can't always be a solution to your problem. So that was the thing. I think there is a long comment. Yeah. Yeah, it's the physical strategies. These are the physical
I have just
strategies.
given, uh, Gayatri, I have just given some coping strategies, a list,
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir.
some
This
of the
these
coping
are the things
strategies.
out there. Like Yeah, I have mentioned that in the slide in a precise manner, but great job, sir. You have done it in a uh, like an elaborative manner. That's a great thing out there. Thing is permanent, no matter how bad the situation is, it will change. Of course, yes, Smriti, ma'am, it's like that. There is no problem in this world which is permanent. As the times moves on, as the times move on, the problems will be our problems will be cured or it will be diluted. No problems or no issues will stay forever. That is the main thing that every people used to forget in their life. They used to see their issue as something that is permanent and which is incurable. But actually, that is not the thing. That is the thing. Every problems in our life is very temporary, and as the time moves on, even if it is a worldwide blunder, as the times moves on, everyone will forget. I think there is more than 109 people in this meeting. Can you think about something, some mistakes or blunder which you did in your past life? No need to disclose it, but just think about a blunder or a which is a huge blunder or mistake you did in your past time. You might have you might have getting scored based on that, or like you might someone might have judged you based on that. Yeah, yeah, you feel embarrassed. Yeah, of course, yes, but think about something that think about that problem. Is that problem is still facing you? Is the effect is the same embarrassment or like is the same insult that you faced on that time is still following you? Is still the person speaking about the same while meeting you? They used to speak about the same? No, they used to forget that. Everyone is busy with every stuff. If you do a mistake, or if you have a bad resolution, or else, if you have something bad in your life, as the time progress, yeah, only for 10 days they used to speak on that. After that, they will forget about it and they will move on with their own thing. It's only us who are sticking on this and making it as a big thing out there. So these are the things I want to share. Any doubts?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Gayatri. I would like to give my piece of appreciation. I would like to thank Gayatri first and all the esteemed participants. Really delighted that you are here, and Mathivalas Training College is periodically offering extension talks like this. All of you are welcomed to join the extension wing of Mathivalas Training College. And just after, at the end of the vote of thanks with the national anthem, I'll be sharing the Google form for certificates. Make sure that you fill in successfully, then you will get the e-certificate. And it's also important that you join our Marthavilas Training College Extension Wing. And I'd be really glad if you type your piece of appreciation to our esteemed psychologist Gayatri as well. Your emojis, your emojis are really important, but I would like some comments also in the chat. Gayatri, really feeling really delighted and thankful to you for giving us such a very rich program. Now, over to you, Sanila. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now it's time to express our gratitude. Let me invite Ms. Amy, NSS volunteer leader. Please, Amy. Ma'am.
Respected principal, teachers, our chief guest, and all the participants, on behalf of everyone present here, it is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks. First and foremost, I extend our heartfelt gratitude on behalf of Mathivalas Training College, NSS, and the Vimutti Club to our speaker, Ms. Gayatri Nair, who enlightened us with their valuable insights, shared real experiences, and gave us hope that life, no matter how difficult, is always worth living. Your words have touched our hearts and will surely guide us to look at life with renewed strength and courage. A sincere gratitude to the NSS Program Coordinator Dr. Deepthi Ma'am, Vimukti Club Coordinator Dr. Ansi Ma'am, Principal Dr. George Jones for encouraging and supporting such a meaningful initiative that spreads awareness and compassion. I would also like to thank our teachers who constantly remind us that we are never alone and who provide us with the care and guidance we need during difficult times. Finally, to everyone present here today, thank you for being part of this important program. Let us remember that raising awareness against suicide is not just an event but a responsibility. By extending a hand of kindness, by listening without judgment, and by reminding others of their worth, we can save lives. With that, I once again thank you all and request that we can carry forward the spirit of today's program, choosing hope, spreading love, and standing together against suicide. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy ma'am. And I also thank Lakshmi for the wonderful welcome address and Dr. Ansi ma'am for the technical support and each and everyone for your participation. Dear participants, please join our WhatsApp group. The link is provided in the chat box. Link of feedback form will be shared. Link of feedback form will be shared at the end after the national anthem, and you have to fill the e-certificate, email ID which you want the certificate to be coming. So e-certificate you will receive in the email ID which you have entered in the feedback form. Thank you so much for your valuable participation. Please stay connected with our Marty Flows Training College for further great and insightful knowledge sharing sections. We are very grateful for your participation. God bless you all. Stay safe. Thank you once again. Let me conclude with the chords. Stay for one who love you. Stay for the person you have not yet met. Thank you so much. Now it's time for national anthem. Thank you.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Dear participants, feedback link is form link is shared in the chat box. Please fill in the feedback form, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sanilya. Thank you very much, NSS and Vimukti friends. Very thankful to Government of Kerala for this noble venture as well.